So we all know what strengths look like. We can see it in different types of people. We can see it in all the. Thanks. So we all know what strengths look like. We see it in people. We see physical strength and all that stuff. But there's also a different type of strength in all these individuals. They have all different types of strength. Actually, right down there is a symbol for empathy. Found on empathysymbol.com. I'll be talking to you about different types of, the history, not history, I'll be talking to you about signature strengths, which they all kind of display in their own way. Like, she's really focused on her studies. They're talking to each other in a group, like working with each other. They're also working with each other in different situations, and I can guess she's chasing after her father. That's the story I'm saying. So, they all display different types of strengths, more inner strengths and outer strengths, and they all display it in their own way. And so today I'll be talking to you about the strengths, signature strengths, I'm calling them, the history, a brief history of the signature strengths, the 34 strengths that were discovered, and how to get your strengths through this specific website. So, the history about the signature strengths. The history is that, pause. Got my notes. So, let me start by talking briefly about the creation of the strengths. This man named Clifton, he started the strength, or he's a doctor, and one of his things is positive psychology. In positive psychology, they're trying to do positive psychology. They try to do stuff that's positive, and he's one of the people who are helping with this positive psychology. He wants to discover why people who are in upper management and like CEOs, presidents of organizations got to where they were, and he discovered that the way they got there was by using their strengths to the fullest. And he discovered that there were about 34 different strengths that they almost all had in common, but they didn't have all the same strengths. They used their specific strength to get to where they were. And now let me talk about, now that we know a bit about Clifton, and his strengths, we'll learn a little bit about each strength. So achiever is their hard work. Achiever, when I say the strength, I'm going to be talking about people-wise. Achievers are hard workers. They like being busy and productive. Activators, they make things happen. And they're sometimes impatient because they don't like when people are slow and stuff like that. Adaptability, they're in the now, they go with the flow. They're more day-to-day instead of like futuristic. Analytical, they search for reasons and causes. They have the ability to think about all factors that affect the situation, and they occasionally can be cold because they think about everything. Arranger, they're organized, but they're flexible, and they like to figure out how to maximize productivity. Belief, they have a core value that's unchanging, and they have a defined purpose for their life. Or they have core values, and occasionally they have defined purposes for their life. And command, it's a lot of information. Command, they have a presence and they can take control of the situation and make decisions. And continuing, communication, they find it easy to put their thoughts into words, and they're good conversationalists. And they also are good presenters. Competition, they measure their progress against the performance of others, and they strive to win first place, and they revel in competitions and contests and stuff. Connectedness, they measure their progress against the performers of others, and they strive to win first place. Oh, wait, sorry, that was the wrong one. Connectedness. They're keenly aware of the need to treat people the same, and they try to set up clear rules and adhere to them. The consistency. They have faith in the consistency was one I just said previously. Connectedness is they believe in the faith that links things together, and they believe there are a few coincidences, and that almost everything has a reason. Context. They enjoy thinking about the past, and they understand the present. They understand the present by researching history. Deliberative. They recognize and cultivate the potential in others, and they can spot signs of improvement and derive self-satisfaction from these improvements. Developer. They recognize and cultivate the potential in others. Crap, I did it again. Sorry, the last one I just mentioned was developer. Deliberative is actually, they take things seriously, or they take serious care in making their choices, and they anticipate obstacles. Discipline. Discipline, they enjoy routine and structure in the order that their order creates their world. Empathy, they sense the feelings of people, and by imagining themselves in other situations. Focus takes direction, and they follow through, and they make corrections necessary to stay on track and prioritize. And they prioritize and then act. And focus, they take direction and they follow through, and they make. Oh, sorry. Wait. Oh, look. Sorry, wrong one. Futuristic. They're inspired by the future, and they like what it could be, and they can. Their inspiration. Their belief in the future can inspire others with their vision of the future. Harmony, people who are harmonic, they look for a consensus and don't like conflict, but they do like seeking agreements. Ideation, they're fascinated by ideas, and they're able to find context between disputes. Disparate phenomena, and disparate is something that are two things that are really unlike each other. Includer, they include people. They accept others, and they show awareness of how others feel. Or they show awareness that they see other people who are left out, and they make an effort to include them. And the next one is individualization. They they intrigued with unique qualities, unique qualities of each person, and they have a gift for finding out how different people work together productively. Input, they seek information, they crave to learn more, and they like to collect and archive all kinds of information. Intellection, they're characterized by their intellectual activities, and they're introspective, and they appreciate intellectual discussions. Learners they have the desire to learn, and they want to continuously learn to improve themselves, and the process of learning is the thing that they like more than actual learning, or than the outcome of learning. Maximizer, they focus on the strengths and the way to stimulate people to excellence, and they seek to transform something talented into something superb. Positivity, they're really positive and they're infectious. Well, time's up. Do you want me to just run to the conclusion?
Please.
Yeah, sorry. So, obviously I didn't get through all the signature strengths. There's more. Yeah, woo is silly. It stands for winning others over. But, really, I wanted to tell you how to do it, which is, but I guess I won't be able to. And really apologize for taking so long in the different strengths and my unpreparedness. So, this is bad for me. But I hope that you have taken, or you were at least a little interested in these, and that, yeah, I just hope that you were at least a little interested in learning more about these, even though I wasn't able to touch on them all.